intro take 2 because I severely fucked up the first one. So as we are inching towards the grand finale, are you excited? I'm excited. Well, you saw the thumbnails, you know what is it about. Ideally, I think for next year I'm gonna try to have like a light green sweater, because red is not the theme of the day. I'm sorry, but it is what it is. Oh yeah, as for this, so I was in my garage space yesterday and I didn't see a piece of brick behind me, as it's like a no man's land in there, and I tripped over it and fell backwards and sort of landed on my wrist. So just to be on the cautious side, like, it felt painful in the moment, but then it sort of stopped. But just to be on the cautious side, I'm having this little thingy until I feel completely secure with my wrist. Today's collaborators, Three of Pentacles, will be Yoshi Yoshitani's Tarot of the Divine, as it is a story-based character that I'm using for the spread layout. We have the Van Gogh Tarot. I got this off AliExpress, but if you want to pay premium, you can get it on Etsy. Oracle decks will be the Unknown Crisis cards, and these ones in this little bag. I do not have the box here with me, but I have a picture on my phone and I'm gonna show you. It's the Heal Yourself Oracle. So I'm gonna, oops, no, okay, like that. So I'm gonna put this here and zoom you guys in just a little bit. I'm trying to have yeah, it's gonna be complicated today. But yeah, here we go. See you in 2 seconds. Hi, fire signs, it's your turn. Oh, fire signs, what ended? Was it painful or was it a needed ending? Today we are tackling the Grinch's heart expansion, but you are moving to a safe space, so I guess the ending wasn't that I mean, it's a good ending, or at least the ending served a purpose, I would say. Maybe it was necessary for you to move to a safe space. So yeah, the Grinch's heart expansion spread, cooked up by my beloved Gogh from X, Space Daddy, Elon Musk. You may hate the man, I have nothing against him. He gives us Gogh for free compared to like every other AI company who charges out of the wazoo for their stuff. Fire signs, hello, nothing to yap about? You letting me doing all the talk? Oh, come on, don't get offended that hard. So we have new beginnings, that's always good. 8 of coins working hard, and I know it's a bit intense in this card, but the 8 of coins is just patience, mastery, resilience. And you are a bit stressed at night, overthinking, but you can get away and out of that any given time you so choose, if you rationalize what is causing your source of anxiety and stress and find. Okay, so first off you dissect, and then you find practical solutions for those things, and you classify them by smallest to biggest. Get rid of the small, get rid of that, and then you are more at peace to tackle the bigger things. And by then, universe favors the bold, so you will have divine intervention or just help from in one way or another to help you tackle those bigger peskier things. I think my dogs want to come in, but I will not let them right now. I'm in the middle of doing a read, so they will have to wait. Maybe. Okay, I will let them in. Gyerünk. Papucs, gyere, hogy akarsz bejönni. Teszem be az ajtót. Like, I don't know what's with the teenage girl dog. Oh my god. That's Black Diamond. So the teenage one, Slippers, she does that. She wants to come in, but then she doesn't come in. It's like worse than a cat. Like, come in. No? Okay. Jesus. Hi. Weird personality development. So yeah, fire signs. Hi. Yes, this channel is chaotic. Embrace it. I stopped fighting with the process. I'm just going with the flow. It doesn't disrupt my channeling of the cards, so you know. Fire, fire. Oh, you know what? Just shuffle a little more to be sure. Ahaha. Three of Wands. You are exercising patience, but you're also expecting results on investment, which, as a YouTube creator, I am expecting results, but I am also being patient with the results. Okay, that's a bit too much, but I'm gonna take that one. 8 of Coins. Yes, we are putting in the work, and it's gonna pay off eventually. We're gonna reach a satisfactory level of 9 and 10 of Pentacles, but we need a little bit more time, a little bit more patience. And depending on your sign, Aries, Leo, Sag, patience is not exactly your forte. It's a hard thing to master. Hermit, King of Swords. So you're isolating yourself, putting yourself out to ponder the deeper philosophical, existential questions in life, and really deeply analyzing situations, people, events, whatever is on the forefront of your mind. If you're not indulging in a bit of philosophy like I do, Knight of Wands, but you are very passionately going for what matters to you, and you are unapologetically grabbing opportunities because you are passionate about them. 7 of Wands, you are perhaps a bit defensive, pushing things back, but you have the higher ground, so everything's hunky-dory. In fire signs land, where the sun reigns supreme, where the fire burns too extreme. Ooh, cha, my cha. Double cha. I think the original thing was like this African or Black American slang child, but it has been reduced to cha or cha. I don't know how to pronounce it exactly. I'm not in that culture, or I'm not being my language is not that deeply influenced by content creators who speak in those slang. Oh la la. Okay, so let me just see if I can take a sip of my tea. Good stuff. The too small heart. In what area of your life is your heart currently too size, too small? Taking charge, being in charge, taking charge, communicating emotions, feelings, or in this case I would say being too stubborn to communicate emotions. And I'm noticing that red thread, which is, I think, if not specifically Chinese, at least it's Asian culture, that true soulmates, like this card here, are bound by this red cord in the sort of invisible realm, and you are eventually, you will pull feel a tug and a pull on your card when you meet the right person, because they are energetically attached to you or tied to you. So are you? No, you're not taking charge. In what area of your life your heart is too size, too small? Either you are not, or you are maybe too blunt force in taking charge in matters of the heart and the love thingy. Are you too abrasive, too domineering, controlling, stubborn perhaps, a little too... There's a power imbalance for sure in here, because the Emperor to the Page of Cups, it's like holy fucking balance. Page of Swords, is it page? Yeah. So a bit of delays or a bit of spying, a little bit of, but now we have two pages, so double the immature energy compared to the Emperor. So maybe you're not wanting to tackle something, or are you being immaturely obtuse and stubborn about something. And now we have we have the Page of Cups again. So it's a double small communication. And we have the Knight and a King. So there's a progression, at least on the heart space level. Like you are doing something from the heart, but you also feels like protecting your heart. So too size, too small. You are too busy. Page, Knight. I did shuffle these goddamn cards. How come I have the Page, the Knight, and the King? My cards were like poker shuffled. So on one hand, this is just well to me. And let me just see. 9 of Wands. And then we have a couple. Okay. 9 of Wands. The Lovers. 5 of Pentacles. Knight of Swords. 4 of Wands. The Emperor again. 7 of Swords. 3 of Pentacles. 5 of Cups. The Tower. 4 of Cups. 10 of Pentacles. 5 of Swords. So yeah, my cards are mixed properly. So this is just very out of whack energy of progression. Going back to the Page of Cups, there is a need to maybe grow, and also with the 8 of the Emperor, to grow emotional balance and communication and gestures from a page to a king who is stable and secure in his position. And for that, you might need to look at the finer details a little more deeply, have a bird's eye view or higher ground view on the situation, so you don't come across as domineering and pushy, or sometimes the Emperor can be selfish and just dominating the situation from a space of having too much experience and not wanting to let new fresh ideas in, in the way he is dispensing justice and the way he's dispensing, or he is like set in his ways. He knows the best way, but he's unwilling to flinch on his decision making. But maybe you need to allow emotions to have a stronger resonance on your decision making, and not so much just the slashing of the sword to make your point across. That is why your heart is two sizes too small. The joy you are stealing. What are you withholding from yourself? Joy, play, vulnerability, or connection? Manifestation. Interesting. Manifestation and new. So you want to manifest something new, a new opportunity, a whole new story, a whole new adventure, but you are withholding this from yourself, which is interesting. Why are you withholding it? Clarity and being defensive, as I am cutting the decks or remingling them. So what is this? For my fire signs. The Empress, you are nurturing, beautiful, passing for a mother figure if you're not already a mother, abundant, very much blessed and in your zone. You have responsibilities or pets and plants, pet plants, I don't know how Paul says it in what order, under your care that you need to take care of, and that might hinder you withholding your nurturing, loving self because you have priorities elsewhere. So you're putting other people above and in front of your own needs or desires. Ace of Wands, but there is a new inspiration, new project, new work that perhaps will inspire you or trigger you to finally harness the full potential of the Empress, to start this new journey, to manifest something creative that will fulfill you, that is beautiful, that can be plentiful, that you can grow into this vast, amazing, beautiful garden of abundance and beauty and regalness, if that's a word, of just being your, because like being an Empress is like literally being the queen of all queens, so higher status level, recognition, being loved, adorned, respected, valued, because you bring just honest and caring, empathy approach to situations. Your Mount Crumpit, where are you isolating yourself or pushing others away out of fear of resentment? Two of Coins, juggling dual forces, opposing forces, and moving away from. So you are definitely dropping something. And I think we started with the Ten of Swords. So whatever one of these energies is for you, you are dropping one weight, and by doing that you are moving to a safe space where you can actually finally reach stable shores upon which you can build a house, have a garden, your crop, and expand with the energy of the Empress into more and more and more, and not have to lose all your energy in paddling against energies that are contrary to you, and just like exhausting yourself in trying to reach a safe space, which in hindsight is not exactly a bad reason to isolating yourself if you are seeking refuge from trauma or difficulties or conflict, or where you didn't feel safe, valued, seen, appreciated, to get into that space where you can be and where you don't have to juggle things, or where you are not juggled by another entity or energy or whatever situation, where you are recognized at your full potential to be creative, loving, grounded, and a master manifester. And here we have Seven of Swords, Two of Pentacles. So there is lying, cheating, and deceit, and again a sense of juggling two energies. In here, the Two of Pentacles is two men who look very similar, but not quite. Or am I fooling myself? Because like it could, you know, because, oh no, the ties are definitely different, the hats are different, the faces too look, oh, and the hair is different. So it's definitely two different energies. And in this context, I will ask, is one of them lying, cheating, thieving, and deceiving you? Is that why you need to drop it? Or because if one of these is a scumbag and a scam artist, obviously you will need to make the right decision to drop the correct one that is taking your resources, your energy, who's juggling you or asking you to juggle them and somebody or something else, so that you can fully invest in moving to safety, to prosperity, to stability. So you're not wasting your energy in fighting against the current to land on shore and start building for yourself. So whoever is that Seven of Swords, try to investigate in your own life and drop that energy if possible without causing too much harm and shit. The Cindy Lou Who moment. What soft, innocent energy, person feeling memory, is trying to reach your guarded heart. Knight of Swords, rash communication, swift action, and Nine of Swords. So interesting. Maybe someone, something, or you acted too fast, didn't consider the long-term applications of the action or communication, and has put you or them in that situation of stress and worry. Are you worried, fire signs? Because this is a person, a feeling, or memory that is trying to reach your guarded heart. So it's outside of you, definitely. So someone else has acted a damn fool, rushed into action without thinking things through, and they are now in an anxious moment because your heart is guarded. And I hope to God it's not that Seven of Swords energy from up there. Oh, which Seven of Swords being a lying, cheating, thieving, it can be also directed at yourself, not in this way, but just generally speaking. I will drop that little bit of info that sort of popped to mind, because we are also sometimes cheating ourselves, lying to ourselves, deceiving our own selves. But I think that's gonna be a YouTube short or a TikTok small short essay investigation, shovel dive into that. So what is this Nine of Swords, King of Swords, Knight of Swords? Because the King would be more measured, cool, detached, but not rushing into action like the Knight does. So we have the Ace and the 9. Holy crikey fuck. And we have the Nine of Swords again. So they are very, very deep in distraught, distress, stress, anxiety. There needs to be clear cut communication. And this is a far reach, but this one ace that is based in clarity, truth, and honesty can slash away the Nine of Swords. but it's nothing short of a miracle, and a lot of faith and trust has to be put in that ace to give it the strength to slash away the Nine of Swords. So whoever is the person responsible has to man the fuck up to, if they so desire, to step out of that energy. Obviously, I'm not forcing anything on anybody. If they enjoy being stressed and worried and anxious, I'm not king shaming. There are other kings that I can shame in other spaces, but that is neither here nor there. Or actually it is there, but not here. Anyway, back to you guys. The sleigh about to crash. What old grievance or bitterness is at risk of destroying something beautiful if I don't release it? So you need to release it. And this is interesting because Queen of Wands. So beautiful, bold, assertive, creative, hardworking, and the Sun. Something made you happy, something that was creative, empowering, beautiful, potentially sexy, assertive, something that gave you power in some context. Because look at her left arm and how muscle mommy she is in here. Something gave you strength on top of giving you happiness. Oh, and also I think this is Horus, so the channel's guiding force has entered the chat. Hi Horus. Yeah, so you still have a grievance and bitterness in your heart regarding this something beautiful, sexy, confident thing that brought you happiness that you need to release. That's hella freaking interesting. So what is this Queen of Wands about? Technically you have already walked away from that. It could have brought you stability and comfort and abundance with the Queen of Pentacles, but you have already dipped out, walked away, let that boat sink, you already walked away, detached emotionally at least, and you are already headed to a new direction, whatever this previous energy was, that an old grievance or bitterness that can destroy something beautiful if you don't release it, but you have already released it with the Eight of Cups. At least emotionally, you have walked away, you have detached. It's like a memory at this point. It had been a fun adventure. It had fulfilled you with like a shitload of happiness. It was passionate, entertaining, fun, creative. It could have brought money to some extent, but it's now something belonging in the past, and you already sayonara bichachos, and it's already a couple steps back behind you. So yeah, there's that. The heart that grew 3 sizes. And what am I holding this already? Jesus. 2 of Cups, soulmate energy, equal partnership. Holy crikey fuck. Yikes. Yeah, so you definitely walked away, broke off, or they broke off with you. In either case, someone somewhere was left out in the cold, and this poor little match. It is the match? Yeah, the poor little match girl. I don't know, it's the English title. In French, it's La Petite Fille aux Allumettes, because she's selling matches. To keep her warm, which a match can do only so much. So there's that tiny flicker of hope, but that tiny flicker of hope is literally battling against the whole of the winter, which, I mean, that's a bit of an unfair game, unfair match right there. Like one match against the snow, the cold, being outside the whole the duration of winter. So yikes. How can I allow my heart to expand this season, and what gift of love will I receive when I do? Expand. Maybe do not focus on what you have lost, and love will come back at you eventually in some circumstance, and this time a real match. Because if you focus on what you had to walk away from, that was so fun and fulfilling, but eventually was meant to crash, or it just didn't work out and you had to walk away, don't focus on that loss, but focus on Six of Cups, the past. So we are back at square one. Stability, not making a decision, and being strong. Oh, how can I see this? So in the past, a decision was not made, or not made in time, that left you out in the cold. But eventually, through strength and resilience, you can build your own fulfilling happiness and stability. If this is not someone outside of you, who is financially well off, comfortable, who is working on their own stability and resources. If this is you, you have the patience, the determination, and the resilience to grow your finances up until you are the King of Pentacles, which is abundant, generous, very Empress, but male, outwardly active energy. So not just existing in it, but actually doing the work to get more of that. And you know what, I'm gonna stop here, as I'm almost reaching 30 minutes, and this was plenty insightful enough. So yeah, thank you for being here. I hope this was interesting, and I will see you tomorrow. Thank you for supporting my channel. I truly mean that from the bottom of my 3 sizes burning heart. Ciao, ciao. Love you guys. Thank you.